Unfungible idiots, don't you know? Banging our heads to the rhythm of the code. We don't care about dollars or the shiny blade. We're just holding to zero.
Thank God it's Friday. I'm not, you know what? I don't even get into that mindset anymore. Thank God it's every day. I love it. Good morning to you guys. Hope your morning's off to a great start. Tickle, awful eye, Choina. Great to see you guys. All right, I think you guys saw this yesterday, but those ETH ETFs, man, they're coming this summer. So you don't have to wait long. But you know what? You don't have to wait at all if you want to get into the shit coins from celebrities. Lil Pump now on the Solana ecosystem. Yeah, launching his own token. This man tattooed Solana across his forehead even. Things are about to get silly. I don't know. I don't know if I love it. I don't know if I hate it. I'm just here for it. You guys know me. I'm nothing but an enjoyer. Waka Flocka Flame. Also coming to the blockchain. Probably coming Solana if I were a betting man. But also throwing out this poll for ETH. And believe it or not, ETH actually in the lead here. So we'll see. Would be really, really cool to see a celeb come into this space and drop their meme coin over on Ethereum. It's been a minute for that. So watching this closely. Expect more from this man coming up very, very soon. People, by the way, immortalizing both daddy and mother with his everyday. Along with this, he actually dropped a white paper. I think the white paper is describing the picture itself, the artwork itself, the inspiration for it. I love it. Man, I can't get enough of this people guy, honestly. Taking a turn for the more serious here. Guys, okay, we've talked about Trump and his crypto-friendly policies. His stance on crypto clearly changed. Biden has been signaling that also his stance is changing, right? Starting to look like he's going to accept crypto donations. But Meta Lawman here bringing up a very important point, which is watch what they do, not what they say. It looks like Biden is renominating, this is Caroline Crenshaw, who, to the SEC, by the way, as the commissioner. Very anti-crypto. Very, very anti-crypto. Again, watch what they do, not what they say. Biden is not looking very crypto-friendly, even though publicly he's been saying certain things. He's doing that really to kind of take away from the momentum Trump is getting here. Keep your eyes on this, guys. I do think the lines are drawn, and it's pretty clear who is on what side here. Guys, taking a look at the crypto market, a pretty down 24 hours here yet again. Bitcoin at 66,000, ETH at 3,500, Solana at $147. BNB, again, it's weird that I focus on this coin at all anymore, but hitting a recent all-time high. I'm peeking at it daily at this point. That's 608 here. Those Bitcoin ETF inflows, outflows yesterday. Massive day of outflows yet again. In fact, 3 out of the 5 days, or I'm sorry, 3 out of the 4 days this week so far. Outflows outpacing inflows. You can see yesterday, 226 Bitcoin in outflows. Really looking forward to that turning around when it happens. Who knows? Looking at the NFT market here and peeking at the Crypto Slam 500 NFT index, measuring the value of the market. Down this morning, just 0.08%. Taking a peek at NFT sales. Cross-chain sales, by the way, 16.5 million yesterday. So again, declining sales throughout the week this week. It's a pretty unusual pattern, right? Usually up throughout the week, down on the weekends, but this week, kind of an anomaly here. Yesterday, also unique sellers down, unique buyers down, transactions down. And then we're always peeking at trade profits, also in the negative yesterday. A little less, though, but 250,000 in the negative. Today, you can see already. We're starting in the hole here, almost 300,000 in the negative. Taking a peek at who is moving the market now, we've got the Gilda Guardian avatars there at the top. I mentioned this yesterday. I do think there's a lot of wash trading going on in this collection, so something we are diving into and we'll be cleaning up here. Will they show in the top 10? I'm not so sure. Behind them, though, CryptoPunks, and I want to touch on CryptoPunks in a moment. Bored Apes, D-Market, Bokaverse, Matrix Fire, Milady Maker. God, I love those. The Pirates. Again, we'll touch on that. Had their TGE yesterday. We got the Captains, and I'll skip the BRC20s, even though they are a true NFT collection the way they're sold. But Node Monkeys are your more traditional NFT collection. I'm going to move them up to the number 10 spot. Solid-looking list of 10 NFT collections. I like all those guys. Your top sales, and specifically your top individual sale in the past 24 hours, is a Bitcoin Shroom. Selling for 3.5 Bitcoin, guys, $237,000. These, if you're not aware, are some of the very first inscriptions over on Bitcoin. So these things hold a premium. Awesome stuff. bunch of CryptoPunks guys, and we've been talking about watching for where CryptoPunks find support. A lot of these sales in the 20 ETH range still, right? A bunch of these around 28 ETH. Here's one for 27.5. But again, we've been talking about watch for where CryptoPunks find support. Where are people going to come in here and sweep up the collection like we see them do historically? At what price point do they think it's too big of a bargain, too big of a deal to pass up on here? Maybe we're starting to see that here. Maybe. Saw Art Chick last night actually tweet out that she bought a punk, and I agree with her comment here, with the sentiment here that there is going to be a bounce back in NFTs, and especially, I'll say this, ETH NFTs. To me, it's an obvious thing, and we discussed this in the afternoon show yesterday. I know a lot of people think that maybe ETH NFTs are not really going to come back the way they were. I think they are. And again, Art Chick pointing out, think of Solana when it was at $20, right? It was really hard to picture it coming back, and yet it did. So ETH NFTs, I think the same thing. I think exactly that of CryptoPunks. This year, and probably not before long, I think we'll see these guys back around, honestly, 50 ETH, 50 plus. CryptoPunks are CryptoPunks. I think they're a bargain right now. Back to Pirate Nation, by the way. So again, you see them in the top 10. We mentioned their TGE was yesterday. Man, this token already listed on Coinbase with a $330 million plus market cap. Dude, pretty impressive stuff there in the pirate ecosystem. Looking to get their founder in an interview. Might be today, probably more likely on Monday, getting that locked up. But that should be a good chat, man. It's a game that a lot of people are focused on right now. We'll look across blockchains at floor prices. We'll look at ETH. We'll look at Solana. We'll look at Bitcoin. We're going to do that in Chain Reactor that's coming up at 10 a.m. over on Slam X. I just want to point out for now the Dune 404 collection that dropped on Base yesterday. All right, guys, that's a collection I'm watching. I want to see how secondary does. Now, interesting dynamics there, right? A lot of the supply is still to come. I'm talking thousands, as in like 6,000 still to be minted via the fungible token, right? ERC 404s. You get a fungible token, you get a non-fungible token. If you hold one whole token, though, it mints you an NFT. So 6,000 of these at least still potentially to hit the market. Either way, though, right now, these minted at 0.09, right now at 0.123. So you are up on your mint, an okay amount of volume here for the Base blockchain. So I'd like to see that mint just at least being up from mint on secondary right now. Looking good over there. Hitting some top stories in the past 24 hours, guys. The Wu-Tang Clan's Once Upon a Time in Shaolin, right? This is an infamous album at this point. Looks like it's finally getting released, and actually right now, you can begin making your purchases here. This is pretty interesting, okay? First off, this is on Base, right? And this is being released by the Pleasure DAO. Okay, time to try a new way to release music. We are all waiting for the time when NFTs change the music industry. We haven't seen it yet. I mean, truthfully, we just haven't. Is this maybe the start? I kind of hope so. Sorry, I'm repeating this song, but I love it so much. Gets me in the zone here. But yeah, Pleasure DAO is releasing the album here. Look, it's a little confusing, but the full album drops at this point in 2103, right? We're 78, almost 79 years off from that drop date. If you spend $1 to unlock this album to buy the NFT, it decreases that release date by 88 seconds. Okay, I threw this in ChatGPT. Haven't verified how accurate it is. I'm going to believe it right now because I'm putting my life in the hands of AI. I love it. It's going to cost almost 8 million ETH to have the album released right now. Right now. Okay? And if I add that up US dollar value-wise, we're looking at something like 25, 26, 27 billion dollars. Okay? That's why I question the math, but I also think that there's maybe more at play here. I think the album is actually getting released in chunks. Either way, I love it. I can't wait to hear the songs. I never heard them on streams from like Martin Shkreli, whatever his name is, right? He streamed the album before. He did it on Spaces over the weekend. He's getting sued because of it, but I just want to repeat, I cannot wait to hear this album, and it's getting close here, guys. Over in the Ape DAO, this is a pretty important proposal that's going on right now, right? There is a proposal right now. It's called the Banana Bill, to be funded with 100 million ape, right? And this is to bring adoption to the chain. This is to incentivize builders, and it's to incentivize users on the blockchain. So pretty big deal here. What's interesting to me about this is they don't want to have this happen. They don't want to have this managed through the DAO itself, right? Voting to fund this project, voting to fund that project, voting to fund this reward system. They don't want that voted on through the DAO. They want the money kind of up front over 5 years, actually, through the banana bill. They're going to manage the money with 5 specific advisors who come from Yuga Labs, who come from Animoca, and a few others. One point of contention I'm seeing already here is these 5 advisors, looks like they're going to make about $260,000 per year, according to this proposal. So already you're seeing some pushback on that. It's a lot of money to a lot of guys who truthfully probably make a lot of money already. So we'll be watching this. That $100 million, by the way, very much in line with what we see other proposals in gaming ecosystems, really across blockchains here, guys. It's a lot of money still, but ape chain, it's so important to the Bored Ape ecosystem. So again, this is a pretty significant proposal. We'll keep our eyes on this guy here. Also, a lot of money coming in at this point all over the blockchain ecosystem. This is really great to see and really a sign of the times here. Paradigm raised $850 million to invest in crypto companies, right? Big deal. Paradigm invests in, man, a lot of the main biggest platforms we use right now. An example of some of them, right? The Cosmos, Uniswap, Axie Infinity. They were big investors in FTX, Optimism. Again, just some of the biggest names we see across the blockchain here, even the Blur platform, right? So Paradigm, $850 million to go fund some new projects. Very bullish for this space. Building is happening right in front of us. Love to see this. Some bullet points here to bring us out through the end of the show, guys. ZK Sync, we've been talking about their airdrop and a lot of FUD, right, around people who have been farming for this token, didn't end up getting any kind of allocation. Look, they're addressing this situation again and just talking about how challenging this is, especially in the environment today where people are automating their farming, right? Really hard to pick out who are your real farmers, who are not. There is no perfect way to do it. But they're really leaning into the idea that they're confident in their system, right? It's never going to be perfect, but they think they really did reward the most amount of people who did the most amount of work. I imagine some people slipped through the cracks, so I'm going to keep watching them because they are so active on the comms about this. Hopefully they can make it right with people who did put in a lot of time and did lose a lot of money and got zero allocation, right? So again, keep my eyes on this for you. Fantasy Top, guys. 4 more tournaments coming up, and these are going live, I think today. I'm going to double check this again. Chain Reactor, we'll go deeper into this, but 4 more tiers, right? We've got the elite competition, gold, silver, bronze. I compete in the bronze one because I am not good at this, but these new tournaments have star caps, right? So this one will take a little more strategy, a little more thought going into building your team here. Big takeaway here, a lot of gold being given away, 1 million gold for this competition. So pretty big rewards. Expect this one to be pretty hot. Maybe almost one of the final pushes we have here before TGE over on Blast, right? We'll watch that. I'm definitely going to be competing. I will not be doing well if the past tournament is any indication here. Guys, Jack Butcher is going to be at Bitcoin Nashville. Don't know what exactly, but he will be there July 26th. Should be pretty cool. And then finally, guys, I'm bringing this up because I talk about this from time to time, and I've definitely put this on people's radar, so I want to make sure you're aware, but PIV, or Piv, however you say his name, well, his collection of glass punks, finally we're at the stage or the phase where you can redeem those punks for these, I think, pretty cool looking one of 25 editions here, right? So right now, 12 different editions you can burn your glass punks for. I'd say about half of these now are already claimed, right? So slim pickings, in fact, quite a few that I don't really love, are the only ones available, but there will be more and more and more of these revealed that you can redeem your glass punks for. Again, love that ecosystem, love PIV, clever artist there. Love to see it. Guys, again, all these topics, getting deeper into them over on Chain Reactor, coming up in just about an hour and a half here. Let's run through some comments real quick. Again, Tickle, good morning, sir. Saw your DM, by the way. I'll get back to you here in just a few minutes. Gravity, good morning. Good to see you. Choina. Yeah, dude, Choina, exactly. Yes, the TGIF. Dude, yeah, if you're a Monday through Friday kind of person, that's for you. I think most of us here are 7 days a week, whether it's your work or you're just kind of attention to the space. Man, we're 7 days a week, 24/7, man. Good morning, sir. Good to see you. Johan, great to see you, brother. DeYank, good morning, brother. God, I love that cat, dude. Cryptophagia, good morning. Dave, good morning, sir. Pamp it all, dude. Pamp it all. Pamp our NFT bags, please. My goodness, freaking please. That's it, Dave. I found almost everything I throw at ChatGPT is pretty damn accurate, too. I know a lot of people, they're smarter. They do their checks on it. I'm sure it's not accurate all the time, but I've had a good, it's had a good batting average for me, so I'm digging what ChatGPT is throwing at me. Sandbox vibes on We're talking the ape thing, I think, right? It is kind of like a creator fund. It is. It's more to go after companies, though. They really want to attract, I think, more established builders, right? Not just not individual creators. It's definitely more to attract bigger names, bigger brands, but again, also to build incentive programs. I like it. I like it a lot. Ronan, good morning, sir. That's the biggest problem. Ronan, the biggest problem with that is it's like the rich keep getting richer. It is the very people who have built that DAO are now getting funded by the DAO. It feels a little funny to me. It really does. I don't like it. We had issues with, what was it? Was it the DAO committee, or there was some kind of ape committee that was, man, getting paid very well, a little too well. It's I don't want to call it suspicious. It just doesn't feel aligned, I don't know, for ape holders, right? It's not really benefiting them. It's certainly benefiting the people working in the ecosystem. It's good and bad. I always looked at this ecosystem as a place that could be more rewarding. But again, that's a lot of money to go to people who are already doing very well. Again, looking at the names who are going to be on that advisory committee, or at least the companies they work for, it's people who probably don't need $250,000 a year just to advise. I'll just put it that way. So there we have it, guys. TGI. We can just leave it at TGI. How about that? I like it. Anyway, guys, hope the morning's awesome. Again, I'll see you in a couple hours on Chain Reactor. We have the afternoon show coming up at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Not sure that Henry will make it, but it'll be Joe. It should be Peter, who I freaking miss like crazy, so it'll be great to chat with him. Of course, yours truly. Guys, see you in a few hours here. We'll see ya.